This is a video for beginners in English. Listen carefully. I will talk about Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace is a big, beautiful palace in London, the capital city of England. It's where the king or queen lives and works. If you visit London, you must see Buckingham Palace. The palace is really big and white. It has a nice garden all around it, and in front there's a big open space called Buckingham Palace Square. The changing of the guard is a famous ceremony in front of Buckingham Palace. It's when the guards, who are soldiers, switch their positions. They wear red uniforms with big black furry hats, and it's fun to watch. The guards don't talk or smile during the ceremony, but you can see them march and play music. In the summer, when the royal family is not there, you can go inside the palace. You can see beautiful rooms and amazing treasures. The Queen's Gallery is also open, where you can see art and exhibitions from the royal collection. There's a statue of Queen Victoria in front of Buckingham Palace. She was an important queen. Many tourists like to take pictures with the Queen Victoria statue and the palace behind them. When the royal family is at Buckingham Palace, you might see them on the balcony, especially during special celebrations. It's a big event, and many people come to the palace to watch. The royal family waves to the crowd, and there might be a parade. Around Buckingham Palace, there are nice parks. These parks are good for a walk or a picnic. St. James's Park has a lake with ducks and swans, and it's a nice place to enjoy nature in the middle of London. Buckingham Palace has a lot of history and is an important symbol of the United Kingdom. It's not just a home for the royal family. It's a place where important events happen. You must visit the palace if you come to London. You can feel the history and importance of this famous place. Buckingham Palace is a beautiful and important place in London. Whether you're watching the changing of the guard, exploring the rooms in the summer, or enjoying the parks around it, There's something for everyone at Buckingham Palace. It's a place where history and royalty meet, making it a must-see if you visit the lively city of London. Okay, your turn. Have you ever been to Buckingham Palace? What was it like? Tell me in a comment below the video. This is a video for people who are learning English. I will talk about Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament. Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament are very famous buildings in London. They are right in the centre of the city. Big Ben is a tall clock tower. It has a big clock on it and a huge bell inside. Every hour, Big Ben makes a loud bong sound that people can hear from far away. This sound helps people to know what time it is. Big Ben is very old and special. Many people all over the world know about Big Ben. The Houses of Parliament are next to Big Ben. This is where the rulers of the country work. They talk about rules and laws for the country. The building is very big and beautiful. It has many rooms, long hallways, and tall towers. Inside, people discuss important things to try to make the country a better place. Together, Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament are very important for London and for England. They are symbols of the country. Many people visit them every year to see these famous places and learn about their history. When people think of London, they often think of Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament. These buildings are a big part of what makes London special. Have you ever been to see Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament? Tell me in a comment below the video. This is a video for people who are learning English. I will talk about Westminster Abbey. Westminster Abbey is a very old and special church in London. It is one of the most famous churches in the world. It was built a very long time ago, almost 1,000 years. The church was started by a king called Edward the Confessor. He wanted to make a big, beautiful church. Over the years, many other kings and queens have made the church bigger and more beautiful. Westminster Abbey is special because many kings and queens have had important ceremonies there. When a new king or queen starts their job, they have a big ceremony called a coronation. At a coronation, the king or queen wears a special crown and sits on a special chair. They promise to serve the country and be the king or queen for life. Many kings and queens of England
have had their coronations at Westminster Abbey. Westminster Abbey is also a place for weddings and funerals. Some very famous people have been married there. One of the most famous weddings was for Prince William and Kate Middleton. Many people around the world watched their wedding on TV. When someone very important dies, they might have their funeral at Westminster Abbey. A funeral is a ceremony to remember and say goodbye to a person who has died. Many kings, queens, and other important people have had their funerals at Westminster Abbey. Westminster Abbey is also a place where many famous and important people are buried. For example, there are kings and queens, writers like Charles Dickens, and scientists like Isaac Newton, who are buried there. Westminster Abbey is very beautiful. Outside, it has tall towers and many windows. Inside, there are colourful windows with pictures made of coloured glass. The pictures tell stories from the Bible and show important people. There are also many statues. They show kings, queens, and other important people. Inside, there is also a beautiful organ, a very big musical instrument that has many pipes. When someone plays the organ, it makes a very loud and beautiful sound. Sometimes there are special concerts and services where people can hear the organ play. Many people visit Westminster Abbey every year. They come from all over the world. When you visit, you can walk around and see all the beautiful things inside. There are guides who can tell you all about the history of the church and the people who are buried there. Westminster Abbey is special for many reasons. It's a place with a long history. It's a place where kings and queens have their coronations. It's a place for important weddings and funerals. It's a place where many famous people are buried. It is also a very beautiful place with many things to see, inside and outside. Westminster Abbey is very special. It is a place that helps tell the story of England and its people. Have you ever visited Westminster Abbey? Tell me in a comment below the video. This is a video for people who are learning English. I will talk about Hyde Park in London. Hyde Park is a very big and famous park in London. It is one of the most well-known parks in the world. People go to Hyde Park to relax, play, and have fun. It is a wonderful place to visit if you are in London. Hyde Park is for everyone. People of all ages like to go there. Kids like to run around and play games. Adults like to walk, jog, or just sit and enjoy the fresh air. Hyde Park is very large. It has lots of green grass, tall trees, and pretty flowers. There are many paths where people can walk or ride their bikes. You can have a picnic on the grass or play sports like football and frisbee. It is a perfect place to enjoy nature in the middle of a big city. One special thing in Hyde Park is the Serpentine Lake. This is a big, beautiful lake in the park. People like to walk around the lake and watch the ducks and swans swimming. You can also rent a boat and row on the lake. It is a lot of fun to be on the water. Hyde Park has playgrounds where kids can play and have fun. Hyde Park has playgrounds where kids can play and have fun. There are swings, slides, and climbing frames. One has a big pirate ship and sand to play in. Another interesting place in Hyde Park is Speaker's Corner. This is a place where people can stand up and talk about anything they want. People can listen to different ideas and sometimes join in the discussions. It is a place for free speech and sharing thoughts. Hyde Park has many memorials and statues. These are places to remember important people and events. One famous memorial is the Diana Memorial Fountain. It is a beautiful fountain made to remember Princess Diana. There is also a statue of Peter Pan, a famous character from a children's story. Many special events and concerts happen in Hyde Park. Sometimes there are big music concerts where famous bands and singers perform. There are also festivals, sports events, and other fun activities. People love to come to Hyde Park for these special events. Even though Hyde Park is in the middle of a city, it is home to many animals and birds. You can see squirrels, ducks, swans, and even some rare birds. It is a great place to learn about nature and see wildlife up close. Hyde Park is special because it is a place where people can come to enjoy nature, have fun, and relax in the middle of a big city. It is a green and peaceful place right in the middle of busy London. Hyde Park is a treasure in the heart of the city, and it is waiting for you to explore and enjoy. Have you ever been to Hyde Park? Tell me in a comment below the video. This is a video for people who are learning English. I will talk about the London Underground. The London Underground is a big system of trains that go under the City of London. People also call it the Tube because the train tunnels look like tubes. It helps millions of people travel around the city every day. The London Underground is special because it was the first underground train system in the world. It started a long time ago in 1863. Today, it is one of the biggest and busiest train systems in the world. It has 11 different lines and 270 stations. The trains run on tracks that are mostly underground, but some parts are above the ground too. The trains stop at stations where people can get on and off. They run from early in the morning until late at night, so people can travel almost any time they need to. Some underground stations are very famous. For example, King's Cross St Pancras is a big station where many people change trains. It is also famous because of the Harry Potter books. In the story, Harry goes to Hogwarts from King's Cross Station at a magical platform called 9 3/4. Another famous station is Baker Street. This station is well known because of Sherlock Holmes, a famous detective in books and movies. There are pictures of Sherlock Holmes at the station. Many people like to visit it. When you ride the Underground, you might hear a voice saying, "Mind the gap." This is a warning to be careful when you step on and off the train. The gap is the space between the train and the platform. It is important to be careful so you don't trip or fall. The Underground is very important for London. It helps people get to work, school, and other places quickly. It also helps reduce traffic on the roads, which is good for the environment. Many people in London use the Underground every day because it is fast and convenient. Here are a few more quick facts. Here are a few more quick facts. Or not. Here are a few more quick facts. The London Underground has about 250 miles of tracks. The deepest station is Hampstead, which is 58 meters below ground, and over 1.3 billion journeys are made on the Underground every year. If you visit London, riding the Underground can be a fun adventure. You can see different parts of the city and visit famous places. Some stations even have art and music to enjoy while you wait for your train. Whether you live in London or are just visiting, the Underground helps you to get where you need to go. It is a big, busy, and exciting train system that makes London a great place to explore. Have you ever travelled on the London Underground? Tell me in a comment below the video. This is a video for people who are learning English. I will talk about the Tower of London. The Tower of London is a famous building in London. It is very old and very important. People from all over the world come to see it. The Tower of London is more than 900 years old. It was built in 1066 by William the Conqueror. He was a king from France who ruled over England. The tower was made to protect London and to show William's power. The Tower of London was once a royal palace. Kings and queens lived there. It was a safe place for them. The tower has many rooms and buildings. There is even a chapel where people prayed. The tower was also a prison. Important people who did bad things were kept there. Some prisoners were famous. They were kept in the tower until they were punished. The Tower of London is home to the Crown Jewels. These are very special and valuable. The Crown Jewels include crowns, swords, and other items used by kings and queens. They are very beautiful. People can see the crown jewels when they visit the tower. The Tower of London has guards. They wear old-fashioned uniforms. They protect the tower and the crown jewels. They also give tours to visitors and tell them stories about the tower's history. There are big black birds at the Tower of London called ravens. There is a legend that says if the ravens leave the tower, it will fall down, and bad things will happen to England. To make sure this does not happen, the ravens are well cared for. There is even a person whose job it is to look after them. This person is called the Raven Master. The White Tower is the oldest and most famous part of the Tower of London. It is a big, strong building in the middle of the Tower complex. Inside the White Tower, there is lots of old armor and weapons. People can learn how knights dressed and fought long ago. The Bloody Tower is another part of the Tower in London. It has a scary name because many sad things happened there. For example, 2 young princes were kept in the Bloody Tower and disappeared. No one knows for sure what happened to them. This mystery makes the tower more interesting to visitors. Today, the Tower of London is a museum. People can visit and learn about its history. They can see the crown jewels, meet the guards, and hear about the famous prisoners. The tower is open every day, and many people come to see it. The Tower of London is important because it tells us a lot about England's history. It shows us how people lived long ago. It also reminds us of the power of the kings and queens of England. The tower is a symbol of England's past and present. Here are a few more quick facts about the Tower of London. It has been used as a zoo. Long ago, kings and queens kept wild animals there, like lions and bears. There are 6 ravens at the tower today. They all have names. The crown jewels are still used in special ceremonies, like the coronation of a new king or queen. Visiting the Tower of London is like stepping back in time. It is a place full of stories and secrets. Have you ever been to the Tower of London? Tell me in a comment below the video. This is a video for people who are learning English. I will talk about the London Eye. The London Eye is a big Ferris wheel in London. It is very famous and many people visit it. The London Eye is right next to the River Thames. It is very tall. It is 135 meters high. This makes it one of the tallest Ferris wheels in the world. When you ride the London Eye, you can see very far. You can see many famous places in London. You can see Big Ben, the Houses of Parliament, Buckingham Palace, and St. Paul's Cathedral. On a clear day, you can see for 40 kilometers. Riding the London Eye is very smooth. The wheel moves so slowly that you can hardly feel it. You can stand or sit in the capsule. It is a safe and comfortable ride for everyone, including children and older people. To ride the London Eye, you need to buy a ticket. You can buy tickets online or at the ticket office near the wheel. Sometimes it is very busy. It might be a good idea to buy tickets in advance. This way, you do not have to wait in a long line. Here are a few more facts about the London Eye. It was the tallest Ferris wheel in the world when it opened in the year 2000. It was built to celebrate the new millennium. More than 3 million people ride the London Eye every year. The London Eye is fun for everyone. It lights up at night and looks very beautiful with its colourful lights. Families, friends, and tourists all enjoy the ride. It is a great way to see London from high above. People often take lots of photos to remember their visit. The London Eye has become a symbol of London. It is one of the most popular tourist attractions in the city. People from all over the world come to ride it. It is also a popular place for taking pictures. Many people take photos with the London Eye in the background. The London Eye is a must-see attraction in London. It offers a wonderful view of the city and a fun experience for everyone. Whether you are visiting London for the first time or you live there, a ride on the London Eye is a special treat. Have you ever been on the London Eye? Tell me in a comment below the video.